All right, the webinar has now started, so we're going to get going here. Hello, everybody. My name is Sibel Rasim. I will be your facilitator for this virtual college fair. We are at the Small School Districts Association Virtual College Fair powered by StriveScan. Once again, welcome. My name is Sibel. Just a couple quick things. As we all know, time flies when you're having a good time. So time is definitely going to fly because we're definitely going to have a good time. But in order to do so, I just have a couple quick housekeeping items to just remind you all of. First and foremost, we absolutely encourage questions. Please ask them, but make sure to ask those questions in the Q&A. You'll just go ahead and click on that Q&A button in your Zoom toolbar and type in your questions to the presenters at any time. I stress at any time. Do not wait until the last minute at the end of the hour because we will not be having a live Q&A with your questions. So it's really important to make sure you give the presenters time to get back to your questions throughout the presentation. Also, please make sure to put the institution's name within your question so we all know who the question goes to. Also, your camera and microphone are turned off. This is a webinar style formatted virtual college fair, which means that the panelists cannot see or hear you. And it is super important. This is why it's super important to make sure you ask those questions in that Q&A. Also, fun fact, check your chat. Although the chat is disabled on your end as an attendee, our panelists today will be putting in their contact information or links that they want you to check out, and you can go ahead and check those out in the chat box. Again, all in your Zoom toolbar. Also, sign up for more sessions. This is one of many, many college presentations that are offered, so go ahead and sign up for the session in the next time slot. Recording will be available of this, so if maybe grandma missed out, dad wants to check it out, you have a friend that wants to check these schools out, or maybe you just want to relive the fun with us, you can do that. A recording will be available. All sessions are being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/SSDA. Now, without further ado, I would love to get started. Our first institution up today is Dallas Baptist University.
Hello. My name is Megan Babler, and I work here at DBU. So can everyone hear me?
You're good to go.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, welcome to Dallas Baptist University. Can everyone see the thing?
Yes, yep, you're good to go too. Yep.
Awesome. So our mission statement, I'm just going to go ahead and read that. The mission of Dallas Baptist University is to provide Christ-centered quality higher education in the arts, sciences, and professional studies at both the undergraduate and graduate levels to traditional age and adult students in order to produce servant leaders who have the ability to integrate faith and learning through their respective callings. We're located in Southwest Dallas, so close to Grand Prairie and Arlington. We're about 15 minutes from downtown Dallas and 30 from Fort Worth, so that's really convenient to have both of those cities kind of right in our backyard. We have almost 3,000 undergraduate students. Average class size is 12, which gives opportunity for a lot of relationship between professors and students, 50 plus student-led clubs and organizations, and about 99% of first-year incoming students receive financial aid. For on-campus living, which a majority of our students have, we have options for apartments, brownstones, and townhomes. And in the slide, you can see a picture of one of the pools by our brownstones. Student life is a big part of college life, and so we have 50 plus student organizations here on campus. We have Greek life, but it is our Greek life is not a national base, so all of them are just individual to DBU and centered around service. And then we also have a lot of options for intramural sports. Spiritual life is something that we take very seriously here on campus. You have an opportunity to audition for a chapel worship team. You have a lot of service events and opportunities, mission trips, Baptist student ministry, outreach opportunities, and a lot more. And this is a picture of one of our chapel services. We have a lot of athletics to offer. I'm not going to read all of them, but men's baseball is our D1, our only D1 sport, and everything else is either D2 or club. Our top 5 majors, we are in the top 1% for elementary education, just nationally. And so that's really exciting. A lot of people go that route. And then for our psychology degree, I did want to mention that we have an opportunity to do an accelerated program where you can take bachelor's and master's courses at the same time, graduating within 4 years with a bachelor's and master's degree for licensed clinical counseling. So that's a really cool opportunity with psychology. And then we obviously have business, Christian studies, and health. And with the health science, pre-med and pre-nursing, we have a connection with Baylor where you can remain on campus at DBU while being in Baylor's nursing program, because we've been able to connect with them in that. And so a lot of nursing students have been able to do that and remain on campus while in the Baylor nursing program. Basic admissions requirements: ACT composite score of 21, SAT 1060, and then CLT of 71, high school GPA of 2.5 or higher. If you are interested in applying to DBU, you can go to the DBU app at dbu.edu, and you can apply there. We need your official high school transcripts and then ACT, SAT, or CLT. And then for this year, just due to COVID and everything happening, we are test optional. And then our Christian Service Scholarship is something we offer to incoming freshmen. And this is just if you demonstrate a commitment to Jesus Christ and have performed levels of church and community service, we offer you this scholarship. And it's $3,000 per year, $12,000 for 4 years, and 120 hours total. For merit scholarships, you must have Christian Service Scholarship to Christian Services are institutional scholarship and our gateway, so you have to have that in order to receive any other institutional scholarships. It's considered on the basis of GPA and test scores for merit, and then they range from 4,000 to 12,000 per academic year. Christian leadership is very similar to Christian scholarship, but focuses more on the leadership aspect, both in your school and your community. And so requirements for this, you'll need to do a CLS interview with our CLS team, and then you'll have to do 2 recommendation forms, one from a teacher, one from a pastor of some kind, and they'll send those into us, and amounts for that scholarship do vary. Honor Scholars Academy dual credit program with over 25 different course options. They're accredited and fully transferable to other universities, priority considering to admissions at DBU. They're eligible for $5,000 scholarship to DBU, discounted at $450 per course. Applying for DBU, you have to have a minimum, applying for this, a minimum of 3.0 GPA, minimum of 4 successfully completed high school courses, and you would apply for the dual credit through Go DBU app at dbu.edu, and the link is just there at the bottom. And then applying early admissions and CLS documents, apply online, dbu.edu/apply. And that's all I have for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If anyone has any questions for Dallas Baptist University, please put it in the Q&A at the bottom of your Zoom toolbar. All right, next up we have Texas Tech University.
Alrighty, thank y'all for joining me. My name is Taylor. I'm with Texas Tech. So let's get started. Feel free to ask those Q&As. We have April in the room answering those while I'm presenting. So a little bit about Texas Tech University. We are 40,322 students as of fall 2020. That makes us about the 5th largest university in the state of Texas, but we still maintain a 20-to-1 student to teacher ratio. So we want to make sure that you get that hands-on experience in the classroom with your students. I think we do have large classes your freshman year, pretty typical for those major universities. But I think like when I was a senior at Tech, my largest class or my smallest class was about 6 students. So you're still going to get that one-on-one. We are a diversity champion. We're a Hispanic serving institution here at Texas Tech. So we want to really represent the diversity of the state of Texas. So you are going to have that diversity and inclusion on our campus. Some other notable things: top public university on the U.S. News World Reports, a Tier 1 research institution, and we have about, back when SAT was a thing, our average SAT was 1171. It's still a thing, but our test optional, and I'll still talk about that here in a few. So a little bit about Lubbock, if you're not familiar with where Lubbock is. So we are located in the Texas Panhandle-ish. We call it the South Plains out there. It's about a 4.5-hour drive from Fort Worth, Texas. If you can fly into Dallas or to Fort Worth, you can connect a flight from those major airports into Lubbock. What makes Tech so unique is we are kind of a residential campus experience. So over 78% of our students do come from over 300 miles away. So that kind of gives you an idea. 300 miles from Lubbock would be Dallas and on. So my Houston students, Austin students, San Antonio, those are all outside of that range. So you don't just pack up and head home on the weekends. Major city, Lubbock, it is over 250,000 residents. It has all of the major things just at a smaller scale, which kind of makes it unique out there. Again, live entertainment, museums, parks, you're going to get all of that within the city of Lubbock. So a little bit about Tech itself. We have over 10 academic colleges, 150 majors and minors. Check that chat because April is going to be dropping some links for you. We do have the Texas Tech School of Law located on our campus, as well as the Texas Tech Health Sciences Center. It's a comprehensive health sciences center. It's actually located in the picture way back there behind me. That's our campus behind me. It is our School of Medicine, Nursing, Pharmacy, Physical Therapy, Physician Assistant, PT, OT, and then health sciences in terms of like management and things like that. So it's actually located on our main campus, just like our School of Law in the undergrad, which really is a unique experience for our students that are going the pre-med route or pre-pharmacy or anything like that. And it is part of our level 1 trauma unit. So it is our county hospital as well on our campus. And then starting this year, we are going to have our School of Veterinary Medicine, which makes it the second vet school in Texas, the first in over 100 years, and only the 33rd in the United States. And that's going to be located in Amarillo, just north by about 2 hours. So finding community, a little bit about Tech. I told you a lot of our students come from over 300 miles away. We have over 550 student organizations on our campus. You name it, they've got it. We have the Greek life service organizations. We have political organizations, religious organizations. We have a juggling club if you want to join that, stuff like that. So you name it, we've got it. It's a really great opportunity for our students to plug into campus. We have over 19 residence halls. You're not going to go hungry at Texas Tech. Either because we have over 30 plus dining venues, so located all across campus in our major buildings. You're going to have some dining option. We have the major chains, those Chick-fil-A's, Fazoli's, Einstein's, and things like that. Because we have so many dining venues, we do have a rec center to stay in shape. So we do have our lazy river, as you can see in that photo, which makes it really cool opportunity for our students to get out and for them to stay active and things like that. So Texas Tech is in the Big 12 conference. So we play friends like our friends at OU that are in this room as well, Oklahoma State, UT, just to name a few, TCU. So we are in the Big 12 conference. And what's really unique, at least for that, is you get to be a part of the university. You're a Red Raider, you get to cheer on your Red Raiders. We actually, all of our full-time students, you just swipe your ID and it's already accessed into all the home sporting events. It's part of your tuition, so there's no extra fees for that. So it's the best way to spend a Saturday with 65,000 of your closest friends in the fall. So it's one of my favorite things. One of the things I chose Texas Tech for. You'll see a few more of our traditions on there. I have to have a brag point real quick. Our mascot, Raider Red, was a national champion just last week in the NCAA National Championship. So we have a national championship mascot on our campus. A little bit about our admissions process for you. So you'll see we do have our application is hosted on Apply Texas. That is the common app for the state of Texas. It's unique to the public schools here in Texas, as well as we are on the common app for a more national to find us on there. We do have a $75 application fee that is required at the time of applying, or request a fee waiver. Work with your admissions counselors here at Tech to figure out if you qualify for that fee waiver process. We do need your transcript, and then you'll see we are test optional for fall 2022. So any juniors in the room, still a great idea to take those SATs or ACTs, but it is test optional. And so here's our admissions process. So we are, again, public school here in Texas. So we look at your class rank and test score first. If you have that on your transcript, we will apply a class rank based off your GPA. If you do not, that is our assured category if you submit your test scores. If you decide to go test optional, you will go through that full holistic review, which is that bottom part on that screen there, which looks at everything on your application, including the recommended but optional, strongly recommended but optional essays and things like that. Last but not least, let's talk about our tuition and fees. You will see them listed there for all of that. If you receive $1,000 in scholarships to Tech, you do receive in-state tuition. So that is all I have. Check those links and feel free to reach out to us.
All right, awesome. Thank you all so much. If you have any questions for Texas Tech University, go ahead and put it down in the Q&A. Next up, we have University of Dallas.
Hi guys, my name is Katie and I'm an admission counselor at the University of Dallas. I'm here with my colleague Vicky and she'll be answering our questions in the chat. So hopefully you can all see my screen and presentation for today. The University of Dallas is a small private Catholic liberal arts university in Irving, Texas. So we're about 15 minutes from the heart of Dallas and about 35 from Fort Worth. So great, beautiful suburban campus, small campus, about 1,500 undergrads. So you can be rest assured that you've got a lot of personal attention during your time at UD and you're a part of a very close-knit community. Just some quick numbers for you as you are finding that good college fit for you and where you maybe want to apply in the fall. Our average class size is 19 students with an 11-to-1 student-teacher ratio. So again, on a social level, but also an academic level, you're going to have that personal attention, that mentorship component to your academics at UD. About 48% of our undergraduates come from out of the state of Texas. So lots of opportunities for out-of-state students to really be a part of the DFW Metroplex and our campus life. We have 30 majors and 41 concentrations and 2 campuses. So I'm going to talk a little bit later about our Rome program as well. So as you are looking at what is going to be a good fit for me for school, what makes your school unique? There's a lot about UD that's unique. First up is our core curriculum. Our core curriculum is what makes us a liberal arts institution. It is studied by every student at the University of Dallas, regardless of your major, regardless of your pre-professional track. There are still plenty of opportunities for you to have that tailored academic experience. So be a pre-med major, be a business major, and pursue that career of your choice. But the core curriculum is going to really focus on your formation as a person, that well-rounded education, not just churning out someone who knows business vernacular, not just churning out someone who knows the anatomy of the human body, but someone who knows how to engage with different ideas and with the world. So you're taking courses in history, literature, philosophy, theology, math, science, politics, economics, art, and a language. So it is an all honors college. You've got those small class sizes, engaging professors in the core curriculum and beyond. A lot of those core classes are going to be discussion based. So when you read texts, you're reading primary texts focused in the great books, but you're able to really share your thoughts, your perspective with your classmates and professors. So it's a very organic sense of learning, and our students really get this opportunity to make their education their own throughout the core as well as throughout their majors and concentrations. The core focuses on building students who know how to be critical thinkers and know how to communicate effectively. These are things that as you are looking at grad school or a job after graduation, a company can't teach you how to be that. You have to come in with those skills on their own. They can teach you how to use their software. They can teach you what they want to see in your research papers, but they can't teach you how to be an effective employee or a great student. That's something that you need to do during your undergraduate years, and you have a lot of opportunities to do it at UD. As promised, I'm going to chat a little bit about our Rome program. We do have our own campus over in Rome. My virtual background is actually of that campus. So it's a beautiful campus in the Italian countryside overlooking our own vineyard. And about 80% of our undergraduates will spend some time on this campus. You're taking core curriculum courses while over there. So it's available to 100% of our students, regardless again of whatever path you're on for your personal academic and career growth. Everyone has that opportunity to study abroad on this beautiful campus, travel to Greece, travel to Florence, Venice, and Assisi, and really wherever else you might want, because built into that semester are travel opportunities to make sure you're making the most of that semester over there. We're also a Catholic institution. So about 80% of our undergraduates identify as Catholic. Students do not have to be Catholic or any practicing Catholics to apply to UD or attend UD. We're still very accepting of all faith backgrounds, and there's a lot of opportunity for growth, whether you're Catholic or not, in your faith life on campus through our church on campus, as well as our campus ministry program and our academic opportunities. Finally is the DFW Metroplex. We've already chatted about it a little bit today, but DFW is a great place to live. You are open to a bunch of different opportunities for internship, postgraduate work, part-time work, shadowing, whatever you want to do, you can do in Dallas. It's also a fun place to live. We have 175 galleries and museums, thousands of restaurants, almost every major sport represented in a professional capacity. So if you're looking for a fun place to live on top of somewhere that's great to study and great to travel, UD might be a good fit for you. We do have the second largest Groundhog Day celebration in the nation. So hopefully you can tell from these photos, students have a great time. You can see our groundhog mascot there. While he's not our official mascot, he has been affectionately adopted by our undergraduates and alumni. There's a lot of opportunities for student life to either join a club or create your own. That process is really, really easy on campus. It's very much so a school that is for the students and by the students. So if this all sounds good to you, you should apply. We are on the Apply Texas and Common App application platforms. We will also require a counselor letter of recommendation as well as an official high school transcript. We are test optional for fall 2021 and fall 2022. So definitely something to keep in mind. We do take a holistic approach to that application process. So regardless of whatever you're sending it in, it's all getting reviewed in that application process. We also require a $50 application fee or fee waiver. Last but not least, a brief timeline for senior year. This is what a normal senior year will look like. First up, application opens early August, usually that first week. October 1st, the FAFSA, that free application for federal student aid, will open. If you're interested in being considered for any type of financial aid, work study, grants, loans, anything like that, be sure to send that in. November 1 is our early action 1 deadline. It is a non-binding deadline, but we will waive that $50 application fee and give you a 3-week decision turnaround time. All this to say, you've got plenty of time to really explore the colleges that are a good fit for you and visit campus. But you can already see the screen. You can get the idea of what the dates look like. And if you have any questions about the University of Dallas, definitely reach out. We are happy to help.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for University of Dallas, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have University of North Texas.
All right, hello everyone. Let me go ahead and share my presentation. Let's see. There we go. All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Adriana Wade, and I am here with Jonathan Henderson today, and we are from the University of North Texas. All right, so UT is located in Denton, Texas. Denton is within the Dallas-Fort Worth. We are about an hour outside of Dallas. And Denton really is just a wonderful place to be located. Denton was voted the best small town in America and the best college town in America. We also have another campus located in Frisco, Texas, which was voted #2 among the best cities for jobs after graduation in 2020. Being in the DFW Metroplex really is just so fun because there's always so much going on around campus, but it also connects students to companies to have internships while in college, and then just really be prepared for success after graduation. UNT was named a Best in the West college by the Princeton Review for 10 consecutive years. And we have so many incredible academic programs, but 20 of our programs were actually ranked in the top 100 in the nation by the US News and World Report. And then UNT is also listed as a member of Excellence in Community College Transfer Honor Roll for 5 years in a row. So a little bit about who we are. UNT is a large public institution, and we have a very diverse student body. We are very proud to be a Hispanic serving institution and a minority serving institution, as well as a classified Tier 1 research university. While we are a very large school, I truly believe that UNT has a very family-like feel, and we really are just all one big community. And there really is just a place for everybody on this campus to feel welcome, to feel at home, to feel accepted, and to really just excel in whatever their goals are. So a little bit about our campus life. We have a very vibrant, very fun campus life, and we have over 425 different student organizations for students to get involved in. We also have tons of university-sponsored events that go on throughout the year. One of my favorite university events and traditions is the homecoming bonfire. It is one of the largest bonfires in Texas, and it is just so fun. The whole school comes out and just gets really excited, and it's such a fun activity. We also have over 1,000 concerts that are put on by the College of Music every single year. In addition to those concerts, pretty much no matter where you are on campus, there's always music being played, and it just makes for such a fun, very exciting environment. It makes walking to class a little more enjoyable when you hear live music everywhere you're going. We are also part of Conference USA. And we have NCAA D1 athletic teams. We also have 35 different club sports for students to get involved in, as well as a variety of intramural sports that students can get involved in as well. So a little bit about our admissions requirements. So our application opens a year in advance. So if you are a junior, you can start applying over the summer. You can apply through either Apply Texas or the Common App. And the way our admissions requirements work is we go off of a tiered system. So based off of your class rank will determine the minimum test score that you need on the SAT or the ACT, but we are now test optional. So what we will be looking for automatic admissions will be a 3.0 unweighted GPA. If you don't meet these automatic admissions requirements, no worries, and there are still many other ways to get accepted. So a little bit about cost of attendance. Our cost of attendance is determined by student financial aid and scholarships, and it is the estimated cost for a typical student to attend UNT, and it is used with your estimated family contribution from your FAFSA to calculate your financial aid awards. So for in-state students, the estimated cost is about $26,000 a year, and for out-of-state students, it is about $39,000 a year. And I know this is a big number, so don't worry, there are so many ways to fund your academic success, and there's so many different scholarship and financial aid opportunities available. So these are just a couple of the ways that you can earn scholarships and financial aid. And UNT offers more than $405 million a year in financial aid, and about 75% of our students do receive financial aid every year. One really big thing that I want to point out with scholarships is if you are out of state and you earn one of our merit scholarships of at least $1,000 or more, you will then receive in-state tuition as well. Students can be automatically considered for some of our merit scholarships based off of their application, but we also have a general scholarship application as well that we highly encourage all of our students to apply for, and the one application will essentially apply you to all of the different scholarships that we offer. All right. I know that was kind of quick, but here is our contact information, and I believe Jonathan put a handful of links in the chat as well. Feel free to reach out to us at any time if you have questions. We just want to be here to support you and encourage you throughout your college application process, and want to make sure that you find the best school for you. And if there's anything we can help to get you there, please let us know.
Awesome, thank you so much. If you have any questions for University of North Texas, please put it in the Q&A. All right, next up we have University of Oklahoma. Oh, Chloe, I think you're on mute.
So sorry, rookie mistake. So like I was saying, my name's Chloe. I'm an admissions counselor at the University of Oklahoma. I've got Artemio here with me today to answer any questions in the chat. We'll go ahead and get started. If you would like to sign up for our mailing list, you can definitely use this QR code to sign up, or you can use the link down at the bottom. We'd love to get to send you updated information and things like that coming from the University of Oklahoma. So our institution, we're the largest institution in the state of Oklahoma. We've got 22,000 undergraduate students. We have students from all 50 states and over 125 countries represented in our student body. We are not the largest institution in the Big 12, but we have a lot of those flagship resources and things available for students like large universities. Our student to faculty ratio is 18:1. We really like to have students have the opportunity to connect with their professors and have the one-on-one time that they need. And so we're really proud of this number for our students. And then our average class size is 32 students. This is a number that I was really shocked by whenever I came to OU. I thought that all my classes would be those auditorium style classroom settings, and that's just not the case. About 4% of our classes are around those sizes. But with my degree program personally, they got smaller and smaller as I continued through my program. We have over 170 different undergraduate degree programs to offer. And we also have a major exploration assessment called ou.mymajors.com. This is something that you can use to kind of find any kind of degree program that may match your interests and talents. We're also a tier 1 research institution, so that means that we conduct some of the most research in the nation. And this is something that you can start as early as freshman year. You definitely don't have to wait until you're a graduate student or reaching those final years of undergrad. You can start as early as freshman year. So there's 4 areas that I want to kind of go over: apply, visiting, exploring, and then committing to campus or to OU. So first you have to apply. Our application opens August 1st. So if you're currently a junior, then you can apply as early as August 1st. And we are unlike a lot of universities where we have a holistic review process. So this means that we don't look at just one ACT score or a certain GPA. We look at, of course, academics, your involvement in activities, letters of recommendation, and your college essays to make a holistic review. And we are also test optional as of this past year. And so if you choose not to submit ACT or SAT scores, that is an option. So once you've completed your application, we have a couple of post-admission steps. So we've got, we'll need your high school transcript, we'll need your ACT or SAT scores if you so choose to submit them, your essay, your supplemental scholarship essays, letters of recommendation, and then our application fee, which is $40. And then visiting campus. So we offer, well, first of all, we have a lot of virtual resources. So if you cannot come and be with us on campus physically, we'd love for you to connect with us virtually. So we have all kinds of ways to do campus tours. We have videos, recordings that you can watch, in just a lot of different ways. So definitely check out our virtual resources at our website here at the bottom. And then if you can connect with us in person, we do offer campus tours where we actually offer more times than just these 2, Monday through Friday as of now, to remain socially distanced. But what you can do while you're on campus is meet with your academic college or tour the academic college that you're interested in, meet with your admissions counselor, visit the Student Financial Center, visit the Office of Student Life, and then you can also talk about student housing and food or see some of our facilities that we have. We also have a lot of on-campus events. We've got Sooner Saturday coming up on April 24th. And we've also got a lot of really fun things that happen in the fall. So definitely check out our on-campus events. And then explore. So costs, scholarships, financial aid. That's a big thing to consider whenever you're considering college. And so this is our resident cost, but on our website, we do have our non-resident costs as well. So our tuition and fees, our room and board, and then our estimated books. This is just an estimate that we've created for students to kind of help determine how much freshman year could cost. Freshman year is the most expensive year because students are required to live on campus. And so that's just something to consider. We have a lot of new housing options coming available this year as well. For external scholarships, that's always a great place to look, is just to look at some of the different ways to get additional scholarships in addition to our merit-based scholarships and competitive scholarships, as well as our departmental scholarships. Academics, so we're top ranked in a lot of our programs. I want to hurry here because I know I'm running out of time. We're top ranked in a lot of our programs, and we have over 550 different student organizations to become a part of. I look at that as like 550 ways to leave your mark on campus. We also have 4 multicultural student life groups. We have the longest standing student-led powwow that happens on our campus. Oklahoma City is just 25 minutes north of Norman. We have chances to study abroad as well. So we have a campus in Puebla, Mexico, and Arezzo, Italy, as well as many opportunities outside of those 2 countries. And then once you're admitted, check us out in all the information that you get in your really fun admissions box. But yeah, that's all I have, guys. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to put them in the chat. We'll also include our contact information. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for University of Oklahoma, please put it in the Q&A at this time. Next up, we have Langston University.
Hello, everybody. I'm Kyle Gregory. I'm a proud 2009 graduate of Langston University. I studied English, went to law school afterwards, and I've come back to serve as the honors program coordinator and a part-time recruiter. With that being said, let's talk about Langston itself. Did you know that Langston University, located 40 miles north of downtown Oklahoma City, is the only historically Black college in the state of Oklahoma? That's right. We've been breaking down barriers to education since 10 years before Oklahoma was even a state. So when I say historically Black college, there are 104 of them nationally. And just like Hispanic institutions aren't all Hispanic, historically Black colleges aren't all Black. We're some of the most diverse institutions in the nation, and no HBCU is monolithic. We're all a little bit different, and there's 104 of them. I encourage you to check out and apply to several. So we have 1,750 students. We've got a 2.99 average GPA. We don't have a minimum test score, and we are eligible for all the 1890 land grant opportunities, including scholarships that come with that. Our housing, you get a private room from the start, so you don't have to flip over and stare at anybody in the face, pandemic or no pandemic. Private rooms for everybody that wants them and commits on time. If you want to save money when the pandemic's over, we will have Young Hall, which is our only double occupancy option on the campus. And if you have a child, we have the Commons. It's a 2-bedroom apartment built for people with families. Don't let that stop you from going to college. We have free tutoring in every class, over 40 organizations, and if we don't have the one you're looking for, you can start it. We started a quiz bowl organization on our campus, and I now serve as the coach of that. Greek life, it's vibrant. We have 8 of the Divine Nine on our campus, and when we say Divine Nine, we're speaking about Alpha Phi Alpha, the historically Black fraternities and sororities. We also have multiple music and honors programs for fraternities and sororities as well. We also have the largest collection of African and African American literature and artifacts in the state of Oklahoma in our Melvin B. Tolson Black Heritage Center. But what I like to really talk about, the lead internships. You saw we have 1,750 students. We're 3rd in Oklahoma in grant money, which means we get more grant money than schools that are almost 10 times our size. So when you think about it, did you know that Langston University has an opportunity to work on the Mars landing? We're working on the Mars landing. When the United States lands a human on Mars, our students will be able to say, we played a part in that. We're working on cancer research, prostate, breast cancer, lung cancer even, all kinds of opportunities to do research. We've also got an internship with Harvard and a partnership with their medical school, Yale and Stanford. So all these opportunities, ask yourself, would you rather compete with maybe 15 people in your major or maybe 300? All of these great institutions have elite internships. We do as well, and we have less competition to get there. We've got 6 schools of study to choose from. Our physical therapy program is a doctoral program, the first in the state. We have a 100% job placement rate, 100% graduation rate, and a 100% passage rate on that NAPTA exam, excuse me. We're also the #1 HBCU for nursing. One of the reasons why is we're accessible. A lot of the schools in California have impacted programs that are hard to get into. Ours is a little easier to get into, and we have 3 campuses for nursing. We're also one of the best schools in the world for small ruminant animal research. We're home to the Iquique de la Garza Goat Research Institute, which brings in millions of dollars of grants to our institution, which means we have one of the best undergraduate animal science labs in the nation, especially for a small college in a rural area. Now, these are our list of our majors. We have a lot of opportunities to help people feel better. For instance, rehabilitation services got a $5.5 million grant. Public health, we have a focus on minority health and wellness and disparities there. Our computer science major is one of the top programs at the university. It's our highest paying bachelor's degree. And like I said, we have a ton of internships in biology that can help get you to medical school. Athletics wise, we're an NAI program, but if you've never been to a historically Black college home game, it's incredible. We have a 300-piece band coming in the fall. We've grown from 45 members just a couple years ago to 210 last year, and we expect 300 in the fall. And if you've never seen our band, you need to go to YouTube. They will blow you away, and they'll also offer you a pretty large scholarship if you can play. And our football program has won its conference 3 years in a row up until this COVID-shortened season. So 3 out of the last 4 years, we're conference champs. Basketball's been an elite program, and our women just got back from the national tournament. And we also offer club soccer. Pricing, this is why a lot of people choose Langston. Our out-of-state fees, and prices are lower than a lot of California in-state prices if you're from that area. Also, we waive out-of-state fees at a 3.0 and for band members. So that means you can pay less than $17,195 for tuition fees, room and board, and books before your FAFSA, or $14,867 if you share a room. This is where you need to really listen. If you have a 3.5 grade point average and a 22 ACT or 1100 SAT, you can apply for the McCabe Scholarship and walk out of school with no debt. That's right. I worked 3 part-time jobs. I was on this scholarship. I paid for my first year of law school cash out of pocket, and my family is definitely not rich. So this is an elite opportunity. Apply for the McCabe Scholarship. If you're a senior, if you email me, we'll get you a real fast application. Regent Scholarship covers room and board. Thurgood Marshall College Fund has elite internships with Apple, the NBA, the NHL, and they have scholarships just for HBCUs like Langston. And then we do have a full ride through our ag department. And if you study ag, we have $750,000 to give out in scholarships. A ton of money, 2.75 and above, you can qualify for some of that. And we do waive out-of-state fees at a 3.0. Rushing to my conclusion, I loved my opportunities at Langston. I studied abroad, went to Santiago, Chile. Loved my experiences, marched in the band. It was amazing. Our application's free. If you have a 2.4, you can join Langston University, and we look forward to hearing more from you. Thank you for your time, and now we'll turn it back over to the Q&A.
All right, fantastic. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate it. So if you all can come back, my panelists and presenters come back and show your beautiful faces, that would be fantastic. All right, I just have maybe 2 minutes. So we're probably gonna be able to get through maybe Dallas Baptist University and Texas Tech. And my question to you all, and again, we're just going in presentation order, is what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So Dallas Baptist University, what advice do you give?
I would just say to not let it stress you out a ton. Know who you are, know your own personality, know what lengths you want to go, and obviously visit as many colleges as you can, and just see what the community is like and see if it's something that you can see yourself living in and being happy at, and know what you want your major to be and all of those things. And I think it'll be a pretty relatively easy process.
Yeah, I'll jump in. Don't stress through the process. Admissions counselors are here to help. Reach out to the schools. We are glad to help you. If at the end of the day you don't come to Texas Tech, it's okay. I don't, as long as you're continuing on to higher education, that's what's important. We can also always help through the process. And then, like she said, visit is the most important thing in my opinion. You had a great view of different schools here, big, small, private, public, HBCU. You saw a lot today. Come visit us all if you can, or limit it to what you can visit, because that's what's going to be really important where you're going to be for the next 4 years.
Awesome. Thank you to the both of you for that advice. I wish we could get through everyone else, but we are out of time at this point. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining with us. Our panelists and presenters, thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. You all shared such great information about your institutions. You all are such amazing institutions. So my attendees, I hope you were taking notes or some screenshots, or are going to follow up with these presenters from these institutions to get more information afterwards. This was just an appetizer, right? So there's a lot more to learn, so please make sure to follow up with them. A couple other things, also thank you attendees for being with us today. Super exciting stuff, so thank you again for joining. There's going to be a quick, I mean, literally the words very quick are on your screen. 4 questions, that's all we ask of you. Survey that will appear after your window closes. After you close your window, that survey will appear. Sign up for more sessions. Again, this is one of many college presentations. There's more sessions happening for the upcoming next few hours. And then also, if you missed out on the fun or would like to catch the tail end of it, maybe that you missed, or maybe mom wants to check it out with you, whoever, please go ahead and watch that recording. It'll be available within the next few business days on strivescan.com/SSDA. With that said, you all, thank you again so much, and I hope everyone has a great day. Bye, everybody.